Alright, this is Ryan with GameRoomSolutions.com, and today I'm going to show you to take a FireTV stick. They're around 40 bucks. I actually found them on sale for $24.99, and sideload XBMC onto it so you can access all of your local media as well as more things that you can stream from the internet, TV shows, movies, and whatnot. So you're going to get a box here, a power cable, 2 batteries, the remote, the Fire TV stick itself, an extension, and then the power plug. So I'm going to go ahead and hook in the power, hook the Fire TV stick in the HDMI, and put the batteries in the remote, and show you how to do this. Alright, so I got the Fire TV stick plugged into the HDMI on my TV, as well as the power. So it's going to boot up here. As of now, you cannot root the Fire TV stick. That doesn't keep you from loading XBMC on it. It just keeps you from loading custom ROMs or to have it boot directly into XBMC. What you'll be able to see is when this thing boots up, grab the remote. So when this thing boots up, it's going to go through a setup menu. The first thing it's going to do is connect to the internet. So now what you're going to want to do is type in your wireless password. And right here, as soon as it says connecting, if you unplug your router, it'll skip this step to force you to update. And what that'll allow you to do is stay on the older firmware if you want to. So at some point in the future, if it gets rooted, then you'll have a better shot at being able to do that. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and let it update on this one just for simplicity here. Alright, so now that it's done the updates, it's going to ask you to sign in or create an Amazon account. So I already have one, so I will go ahead and put that in now. Alright, so now I've entered my Amazon credentials here, so it should boot into the Fire TV. Again, I went ahead and let it do the updates so I get all the newest Fire TV stuff. If you do Amazon Prime or Hulu or whatever, so you can see here it's doing the intro video. I'll go ahead and pause during this. Alright, so the intro video just quit to show you how to use the Fire TV. Again, actually a lot of the functionality in the Fire TV is pretty awesome, so I would rather keep it than just go buy it and keep it updated for now. Okay, so now that I'm in the home page, there's a couple things that I need to do here to get this thing ready to load XBMC on it. So the first thing I want to do is go into Settings, and then into System, Developer Options, and you want to turn on the ADB Debugging. We'll go ahead and turn this on, Apps from Unknown Sources too. Alright, so that way that'll let us load XBMC on there. The next thing that we need to do is get what the network address is. Oops, hang on here. So just go to About, Network, and you'll see there your IP address. Mine is 192.168.0.121. Alright, there's a couple of files that we need to get in order to sideload Kodi or XBMC onto your Fire TV or Fire TV stick. One is the download the ARM version on Kodi's website. So see there, that's downloading. The next thing is there's actually a utility that makes this fairly easy. It's the Amazon Fire TV utility app. So what you're going to do is download the current version. And don't pay attention to any of this. That's just trying to suck you to put more stuff on your PC. Wait. In the top right hand corner here you'll see I can skip this ad. And then download this file here. So the trick is once this downloads, it wants you to put it directly on your C drive when you extract it. It doesn't seem to work very well for me unless I do that. Alright, so I'm going to open that up. And I'm just going to extract that straight to my C drive. Just to the root of C. Press OK. Close that. So now I'm going to go to my C drive here. And you'll see the Fire TV, FTV. Open that up. And then you will run the utility. I'll just go ahead and run it as administrator. Alright, so this is the utility here, so I want to go File, Connect, File Settings, so we can put in our connection information. So this is where you're going to put in that IP address that you got off your FireTV. So mine is 192.168.0.121. The command, I can just, it doesn't matter, I'll do normal, check for updates, save. Now I'm going to do File Connect. We'll give it a second here to start running. I'll just minimize that. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to hit select, and I want to find that ARM version, the ARM version of XBMC or Kodi. So I put that in there. Now I want to sideload that. As you can see here, it's going to boot open a window. It's going to take it a second because it's got to copy it over there and install it. And again, as long as your PC is on the same network as your FireTV, which it should be, you shouldn't have any issues here. While this is doing that, I'll also say I do have a full Apple or a full FireTV as opposed to the FireTV stick. The big difference is with the FireTV, you can get it between 80 and $100. It has it's a quad core processor. It also has an optical output. So if you have an older HDMI receiver that has optical, you can run it that way as opposed to having one that's updated with HDMI. If you're running the FireTV, it also has a LAN connection as well, so you can get the maximum if you have a wired network. The FireTV stick will only do wireless, and there's no other connections but the HDMI, and it's a dual core. So you get a little bit more for your money, but overall the FireTV stick has served us a good purpose here. So you can see there, we'll take a look at the FireTV and see if it's done. It put some prompts up here. So back over to the FireTV. I'll press the home button here. We'll just press the home button. So now we will go into Settings, over to Applications. We should be able there it is, XBMC for Manage All. So I'll go ahead and hit the OK button here and launch it. So it's going to do its first run. And boom, there you go. Alright, so I'm back out to my home screen here. And what I want to do next, you might want to reboot the FireTV stick just so there's a fresh connection, but I'm going to go back into this utility here, hit File, Connect, let it connect back up to my FireTV stick. So there it goes. Now what I want to do is I actually want to install Llama. So I'm going to hit that. So it says success. So we'll go back over here to the FireTV, and what we're going to do is I'm going to look for an app called Classic TV. Let me see if actually let me go to the apps, not to the search. Apps. Let's see. Here it is right here. Classic TV. So it's actually going to download and install that app. So it's telling me here I can adjust the screen size to get it where I want. Accept. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, alright, so this Classic TV, this is an app you're not going to use, but you need to download it first in order to do this. So I'm going to back out once it's downloaded, and I'm going to go down to Settings again, Applications, Manage All Installed Applications, and then you'll see Classic TV is installed, and then so is Llama. So I'm going to hit Llama here and launch it. What this is going to allow me to do is take that Classic TV and actually put XBMC in its place, so I can click that from the home screen and go on. So click Accept, OK. Alright, so under Events, I'm going to click the plus symbol down in the bottom right hand corner. Get up here where you can see it. And now what we're going to do here is add a condition. So we're going to choose an app. Select Classic TV. Add an action. We are going to run an application. And the application we're going to run is XBMC. So I hit test action and you can see it booted right into XBMC. So if I press the home button here, so again from the home screen now I can pick Classic TV and that'll boot me right into XBMC. So now from here I'll go ahead and just take a second to show this. I've shown it on some of my other blogs, but we're going to add a source. This will allow us to get all the good plugins all at one time. So what you're going to want to do is go and then .com. I want you to name it, so you can name it Fusion if you want, just so you know what it is. Alright, so what that does, again, it lets you go, okay, just to show some of that real quick, videos. So if I hit Fusion here on install from zip file, you can start installing some of the repos that are out there. All of these will have different video add-ons within them. So for example, if I do this one here, got to give it a second to download it and install it. There it is. Just added it, so now I can go to get add-ons. You can pick that repo, go to the add-ons, and then start installing those. There you go. So now that Ice Films is enabled, I can go back out if I want to. And just to show you, now I can go into video add-ons. There it is there. I'll just say remind me later. That's just a container thing. So you can see here now I have movies, TV shows, whatever. Let's see, here's some movies in here. So hit OK. So now you have the different versions out here that are available. You just pick one. If it doesn't work, try a different one. There you go. Alright, so you can see also the resolution's not quite with my TV, so I'm going to stop that and go out. This is kind of some basic XBMC stuff, but I might as well show it while I'm in here. So I can go to System, and then System again, Video Output. You can go to Video Calibration, and when you do that, now I can push, it starts in the top left-hand corner. So you can see you can just keep pushing down and right until it lines up. Press the OK button. Do the same thing at the bottom. Press OK. Now where do you want the subtitles to show? OK. And that's all you have to do. Then just back out of that. Just to show you here too that it'll play my local media. So I'll go Video, Files. Let me back up here. Files. Add videos. Now I'm just going to get on my local network. It'll take it a second. There's quite a bit of stuff out there. Pick your network name. I can go to my NAS. I have a Movies 2 folder here that doesn't have as many movies, so once you get to there, you can press OK. OK. Just tell it this is a movies folder, and that for mine, the movies are in a separate folder that match the title. Press OK. Refresh. So it'll take it a few minutes here because there's quite a few movies, but you'll see that it'll start scanning in the movies there. And now, since it's not scanning, I'll go ahead and show you that my local movies as well. I can pick one here. And it'll hit my NAS and pull this down. So there you go. And that's playing my local movie. Another really nice advantage of this being on Android as opposed to running Windows or anything else is you can actually boot directly into the Android apps. So if you install any of the apps like Hulu, Amazon Prime, VEVO, whatever, on the FireTV itself, once you're in XBMC, you can come into Programs and then select Android apps, and then this will list all of those apps out. So a nice thing, you don't have to like backdoor into it. You can actually use the actual Android app. So if I add VEVO here or go into it, you can see it's actually booting into the VEVO app itself. And then you could put those as favorites on your home screens or whatever. So backing out, and again, if I back out, are you sure you want to quit? If I hit OK, it'll go right back to XBMC. So again, if I don't have Hulu installed yet on this, but if I had Hulu, VEVO, whatever, then you can just access it all directly from the Programs tab. Alright, so now I want to show how instead of using the FireTV remote, which I've been using, you can actually use your phone that's connected to your network. So if you go into System Settings and then go to Services, you'll want to come down, make sure that it's on Advanced level down here at the bottom, but you'll want to go to Web Server, and you'll want to make sure that that's checked. You don't want any password there. The top one there needs to be checked. You'll have to check this 0 conf, and then also check Airplay and say allow volume control. Do not put a password on that either. So what you'll do is just to go out and check again. I think my IP might have changed, but yeah, my IP is 118 on this. So now I'll grab a different phone here. So now there's an app called Yahtzee. Let me get this to focus in here. Sorry. So there's this app called Yahtzee, and it's just like it sounds. You can go out, you can get it off the Play Store. It's free. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit Manage once it comes up, and I'm going to hit the plus sign at the bottom. And then I want to add an XBMC host. It'll find all the ones that are running, and since this one's running out there, you can see it's 118. So this is part of the wizard. I'll hit Add Host. Congratulations, it's added. So now finish. So you could do that to all your Fire TVs or whatever's running XBMC in the house. So now I just want to select that one. I can go in and change the name later if I wanted to. And if I hit remote, you'll see here. Now I can control it from my phone. So besides using it as the remote control, you also, let me get it to try to focus in here. You also can play your local media direct. So if I hit movies or TV shows or whatever, if I hit movies, give it a second, it'll pull those movies up. And as I push the button, it'll bring up information about that movie. I can play the trailer directly from here, all the actors. Push play. You'll see there. That's a really nice feature, especially like if you have one of these on the kids' TV upstairs and they yell, hey, I want to watch whatever movie. You can just pull it up on your phone from any room in the house and hit it. You also can control the volume up and down. So I can go back to the remote. Of course I can pause, play, whatever. Stop. So I want to show how you can actually do the AirPlay now that we turned that on. So on another Android phone here, I just pulled up YouTube and did a search. So you can see here's the different video options. If you actually go to share, it'll pull up this Yahtzee, send to XBMC, and whichever XBMC you controlled last in your house, it'll send it to it. So if I just hit send to XBMC, you can see here that it'll automatically AirPlay it. And that's a really nice feature too if you're just sitting around watching stuff on YouTube and want to kick it up there. And again, if you go back to the remote, you can pause it and do all that kind of stuff as well. I got this thing at Best Buy on a mega sale for a Black Friday, so it was like $24.99 for a FireTV stick. But even then, they're $39.99, and they're like double the memory, double the speed, and everything of the Google Chrome or whatever. So between this and then, of course, the actual FireTV, Amazon Prime, Netflix, all of that stuff that you can do there locally, and then the added features of XBMC make it a really good deal. So. Again, Ryan, GameRoomSolutions.com. Come check us out. We got lots of arcade parts, arcade kits, and then, of course, a ton of guides like this to get you going. Thanks.